We're searching for ways to support lives of distinction. Hans Meissner's chart shows the ways that different mindsets generate coherent organizational cultures: institutional care, managed care, integrative supports, community supports. These cultures can be pictured as a developmental progression, with each one creating the conditions for the emergence of the next. But progress doesn't replace one culture with the other. Most of our system remains significantly invested in institutional and managed care, and efforts to support lives of distinction have to navigate their influences. Imagine this learning journey as a voyage to the stars. To prepare, a group of committed people come together, build their sense of what a life of distinction could be, and define their sense of direction. They notice that integrative supports, with its emphasis on person-centered work, provides a guide star for their learning. If this journey were a simple linear matter, they would only have to set their course and fire. But the powerful gravitational pull of investments in the institutional mindset can end the journey almost before it begins. Using the pull of the managed care mindset to achieve escape velocity from institutional care can move the journey on, but managed care too can maroon the explorers far from what's possible. Another start can lead to progress, but a gravitational flare from the institutional mindset demands rapid adaptation. The odds of success rise when explorers find companions, call on the learning of those who have traveled a bit farther, and commit to traveling together in a community of practice. The community supports mindset organizes service resources to support lives of distinction. It doesn't replace the positive contributions of the cultures that came before. It reshapes each and brings each into the decision-making process in its proper place. The first voice raises the question of capacity and contribution. This sets the context for conversation involving the other three. The next voice asks how supports will permit an exact fit between opportunities for contribution and personal capacities. It is here that expert clinical knowledge can make a great difference. People are vulnerable, so the question of safeguards comes next. Public money for services is scarce, and so no one should take more than they need. A concern for good stewardship must come into the conversation. As those on the learning journey get farther from the familiar pulls of the big planets of institutional care and managed care, uncertainty rises. At this point, concern for safeguards can be drowned out by an explosion of fear. No successful mission can be piloted by fear, so the other voices have to grow stronger in order to allow fear to take its proper place. When each voice joins the conversation, there's sufficient resilience to continue the journey.